In this video, we're going to talk about the brand new banned and restricted list that is effective immediately for Marvel Crisis Protocol. Hey guys, Rich from Rich Big Gaming. Hope everyone is doing fantastically well. Just a really quick video today because as I was playing a game of MCP earlier this evening, trying out my Dracula Thralls list, which I'm having a lot of fun with at the moment. New banned and restricted list dropped. Not too many changes, but actually one pretty significant change. So let's jump over and let's take a look at what this list is. So for anyone that doesn't know, banned and restricted lists, you've got 4 different types of card within Marvel Crisis Protocol. Now, right now we're talking about the standard timeline. So standard timeline is really going to be what most people are playing, especially if you go to an event. You do have the extended timeline, which lets every single card in the game be used. But in the standard timeline, there's a set list of cards that you can use. So cards are going to fall into one of 4 categories. You've got legal restricted, you've got banned, and you have got rotated. Now, rotated cards are the ones, things like Healing Factor, Mystique's Deception. So they're not banned, but they're rotated out. But so you still can't use them in standard timeline because they're no longer within that timeline. Then your banned cards are obviously just cards that are banned. You've then got your legal cards. They're the legal cards are the ones that you can use freely. You can take as many of them, up to 10 as you want. And then you've got your legal restricted cards. Now, the rule of thumb is within your roster, you can take up to 2 restricted cards, and then you can play both of those restricted cards in the game when you make your squad with your 5 tactics cards. Now, in the past, we've seen things like Team Tactics cards be restricted. We have had Crisis cards be restricted in the past. We've had Leadership cards be restricted, which is still classed as Tactics cards, but they've been restricted as well. And we've also had Gems being restricted. So I think for a time there might be Mind and Space or Reality, but a couple of them were also restricted. But across all of them, you're only allowed 2 cards that are restricted in your roster, and it doesn't matter if that's 1 tactic and 1 gem or 2 gems. So if you've got 2 gems that are restricted, you can't take any tactics cards that are restricted. So it's across an umbrella rule across all of them. So let's take a look. Effective 09/27 is not a date, but yes, the 27th of the 9th, which is today. So banned and restricted list. This is going to be the one that we are interested in. This is the standard timeline. Now, nothing has been taken out. So the ones that were in there before, Brace for Impact, Indomitable, My Hellfire Club, Patch Up, and Sacrifice, they all remain in there. But 3 other cards have been added in there. And for the first time in quite a long time, we do have a restricted Crisis card, which is going to be Research Station Attacked, which I'm a little bit gutted for because it's probably my favorite Crisis to play. So it does mean that I'm going to have to really think about what I'm taking next. Let's just pull this up so you can see this one here. So Researcher, it's an extract, it's 15 threat. You basically have an evac point at either end of the board, yours and your opponent's. The researcher starts in the middle, and then if you score the researcher during the cleanup phase, you get during the power phase even, you get to move that within range 2. And if you get that all the way over to your opponent's other side of their board, and you are contesting it with if you're contesting and you've moved the researcher up to the evac point, you're going to get an extra point there. Rarely happens, if I'm being brutally honest. It often goes back and forth, but it's very low scoring. It's a low threat level. So for rosters that really excel with only taking 3 characters, you know, couple of 5s or 3/5 threats, or a 5, a 4, and a 6 or something like that. I'm looking at you, Asgard. Then this is really, really good for them. And the fact it's very low scoring means a couple of things. First of all, it's very, very good for attrition-based lists. It also means that they don't have to spend any of their power to be able to interact with or move this. And it also means that it is a extract that can't be picked up and run away with. You can't do the Web Warriors thing or the X-Men thing now where you go and pick it up and run away because there is nothing to pick up. This acts very much like a secure, and I kind of understand and kind of get why this has been restricted. I actually think this for me is good, honest MCP. Go into the middle of the board, have a good old scrap, and thoroughly enjoy yourself. In fact, the game I've just played with Dracula's Thralls, I was playing against New Mutants, and we had a great game. Huge amount of carnage in the middle of the board. We actually ended up doing this with the Mystic Bucks, so it was E all the way down the middle, so nobody going to the flanks, everyone down the middle having a good old scrap. I think it's sad. I do think it's sad because I do really, really like this card. I know a lot of people don't like this card, and I think the people that don't want to play more of that I'm going to say like janky extract play where you pick something up and run away with it. You don't get to do that with Researcher. Even though it's restricted, I will happily drop one of my Team Tactics cards, either Patch Up or Brace, for this, because I think it's definitely worth taking, and I enjoy playing it, and that's the main thing for me. I do enjoy playing it. Okay, another tactics card that has been restricted is going to be Brothers in Arms. Now this obviously huge card at the moment for Asgard. Thor, Odinson and Bill, Beta Ray Bill, may spend 1 power each to play this card. Whilst they're within 2 of each other this round, the character that played this card the characters that play this card gain the superpower shown below. So both of them, the worthy. This character may not be thrown, advanced, or placed by enemy effect. Additionally, this character adds 3 dice to all energy attacks it makes, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, if we look here at Bill, you can see he's got his Summon the Storm. So all of a sudden, let me move over just ever so slightly. Where are we there? Center screen. There we go. So Summon the Storm, you can see there that goes from a 6 up to a 9 dice. God Hunter goes up to an 8 base, then at least 2 more, probably 3 or 4. So crazily good. If we take a look at the Thors, so not Mighty Thor, but Thor, Prince of Asgard. God of Thunder, it works on as well for him, so his area attack all of a sudden goes up to area 10. And then Thor, Hero of Midgard, gives the guy a 10 dice builder, which is just utterly crazy. Utterly crazy. So I fully understand why this card has been banned. Restricted. I think it makes absolute perfect sense. It was very egregious. It pulls that 15 threat Loki-led Thor and Bill Asgard list. Pulls it down a little bit, not to the point where it's unplayable, because it's definitely still very, very good. So I don't mind that one whatsoever. And then lastly, rounding it up, just because it feels like they want to put all cards that are any good that are generic into the restricted list, is going to be fallback. Yeah, okay. Like, it's restricted. Not a card I really played. I want to get up in people's faces, not have them run away from me. So for me as an attrition-based player, I like this. It stops people running away, which is real good. This is obviously in there to stop that second hit coming in, or to maybe move back, move into a position where, excuse me, apologies, it's late, where the push maybe doesn't work or a throw isn't as effective as it could have been, but mostly to stop that second hit. But I think it's fine. This type of card generally gets put in. But yeah, that is it, guys. Nothing has been added to the timeline, and as you can see, there are no banned cards. I was just having this conversation with a couple of people on Discord. Hopefully that little explanation at the beginning explained the difference between banned and rotated. So no cards are banned. I believe they should have a list of rotated cards out, in here as well, just to make it much, much easier. But they choose to not do that. I don't know why. But guys, interested to see what you think. What do you think of this? For me, research is going to be the biggest impact for me personally. If you are a Asgard player, then I imagine Brothers in Arms. Actually, and Research Station as well. That is going to hit them. They do love Research Station at that 15 threat. So yeah, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. What have we got going on at the moment? We're going to be announcing our next MCP event in the next couple of days. That'll probably go up for registration on Sunday. So we'll be using all of these new lists, all of the new characters, all the monsters that I've been loving playing with at the moment, plus everything else. It feels like Apocalypse was a long time ago. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. If you want up-to-date details on that, go and check out the Discord. Huge thanks to everyone who's continued to support me over the past month or so. As I mentioned before, I had a combination of ill health and then moving house, which meant that I couldn't really do much. The office is getting nicely set up. I'll probably do a little tour video for you guys once it is fully up and running. I've been putting up shelves and wardrobes and Lego sets on the walls and things. The gaming table is pretty much set up now. I just need to put some terrain on there. Hopefully we're going to be recording our first battle report on the new setup in the next week or so. So keep an eye out for that. And if you want to have an influence over what we're going to do in that battle report, we do have our September giveaway, $25 Amazon gift card giveaway. Go over to the community page. You'll see a post on there. Let me know what you want to see the battle report to be about. And then I'll pick one, and the one that I like the most, and that person will win themselves a $25 gift card. We're going to leave it there, guys. As always, a big shout out to our Patreons. Thank you so much for your support. Really, really does help. And our YouTube members as well. And if you do want to support us on there, you can do so from as little as £1 a month. There'll be a link down in the description below for Patreon. And you can just click that join button for the YouTube membership. Shout out to Leodis Games, sponsor of the channel, make everything that much easier to do. And as always, guys, it leaves me just enough time to say stay well, keep safe, and until next time, bye for now.